When I think about the implementation process and the impact it had on the operations, what comes to mind most importantly to me is how the implementation helped us understand the importance of breaking down our day and allotting time to do PEI. That was the most important thing I think we had to realize, was that this was part of doing our job. It wasn't an additional part. So we allocated time, and we respect that allocation of time.
Single biggest impact was that in concentrating on PEI and looking at eliminating future losses, managing historical losses, it gave the guys on the platform a lot more time to deal with day-to-day issues. Rather than concentrating on dealing with production upsets, it allowed them to focus on managing the facilities in a lot more consistent manner.
The biggest impact that PEI had at Nakika is just an incredible increased focus on defect elimination, on preventing those losses from reoccurring, and so we've seen some great results from that.
Since we've implemented PEI, there have been many noticeable impacts on our bottom line business metrics. One thing that's most important is that the time between failures has doubled or more or greater in the last year since we implemented PEI. Our number of repeat trips has been reduced significantly. We're about 40% of what we were prior to the implementation, and our operations efficiency has improved measurably. All of that equates to fewer losses in production and a better performing asset.
The results of this are very, very clear to everybody working on the platform. Recently we looked at two plots for this time in 2005 and this time in 2006, and you can just see the immediate impact that PEI has had in terms of managing our losses on a daily basis.
We have eliminated a significant amount of unplanned events. People understand their impact on the bottom line when it comes to reducing production loss, and that right there has had a significant impact on their morale. What we find now is that people feel like they control their business as opposed to their business controlling them. They have time to do the things that are important but not urgent, and the end result is a business that works much more effectively, and the people that work in that business feel like they have a much closer contact with the bottom line.
I think that the PEI implementation actually has been fantastic. I mean, it is actually a tremendous systematic way of approaching looking at the losses that you experience in a facility. It's really been effective. It's been a pleasure to see the enthusiasm that's been generated, and it's meant, you know, a 2 MBD increase to our production for the year, which is pretty meaningful.